Hey everybody, it's Leonie here from WCKI and welcome back. You would have now done your rib, your single rib, which means knit one, pull one rib, for approximately 7 centimeters or 6 centimeters depending on what your pattern says. Now looking at the pattern now, let's see if I can squish it in here. And you all see there, these 2 rows up here was referred to as our single rib, where we did our knit one, pull one rib. Now we've got to continue as follows. As you can see there, with right side facing, we've now got to do a knit row, and the second row will be a P, a pull row. Now just squiz over here, K equals knit, P equals pull. So we're going to do a knit row and then we're going to do a pull row. Now, as you can see, it says there, these 2 rows will now be used, or referred to rather, as a stocking stitch, or the abbreviation for it will be ST, stocking stitch. The stocking stitch, they also refer to it sometimes as stockinette stitch. So you know when they say stocking stitch, you're going to have 1 row knit and 1 row pull. Now here it will say that you will continue straight in stocking stitch until your work measures. Now once again, you will here go and count as to which size you are using. I'm using the 8th size, 2, 4, 6, yes, I'm using the 8th size. So I'm going to here look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got to continue now for 41 centimeters from beginning. So not from the beginning of the stocking stitch, but from the beginning of your piece that you are busy knitting now. So when you measure your 41 centimeters, like in my case now, you're going to measure from here up all the way to where you are at that point for 41 centimeters. So I'm going to show you, just for refreshing purposes or refresher purposes, I'm going to show you how to do knit, and in the same row I will show you how to do pull, but you will do 1 row knit and 1 row pull. And that is referred to as your stocking stitch or stockinette. Now please forgive me, I've got extremely long knitting needles here. So let's hope I don't poke somebody's eye out with this. Let's see if I can do this. Now whenever I do stocking stitch, I start with my first stitch. Remember we said that we push it in from this side like that through the stitch, and it forms a little V there. But on the first stitch, I always like to put it in from this side, but to the back. For the simple reason, it starts making a little bit of a loop. So I like to do the first stitch like that. Let's just do this. Sorry, I've got the camera too low today. So now we are going to do a knit row. So all we're going to do is knit. That's all we're going to do. And can you see, I accidentally, look where I've put the needle in now. You don't want to do that. We'll get to those fancy stitches later. But for now, we're just going to do knit, and you want to put your needle in there. So we're just going to do normal knit stitches, and that is what you will do for this entire row. It's just put the needle in like that, pop it over and bring it through. That is your knit stitch, and you will complete the entire row with knit stitches. Now just to show you what it will look like when you do your pull stitches, let's do that. I'm just going to bring the needle forward, the yarn forward for now. You are not going to do this in the same row like I'm doing now. It's just to show you. So you're going to do 1 row knit, and the next row you will do with pull. So that's where we put in the needle like that, and our wool is in the front. Pop the yarn over, or the wool over, and push it through, and that will then be your pull row. All right, so you're going to do 1 row with knit and 1 row pull, 1 row knit, 1 row pull, and that will be your repeat for the entire jersey. And you will continue like this now for the amount of centimeters as specified by your pattern. If you are not sure, please just drop me a comment and I can assist you with this. But then otherwise, I'll see you at the end of my, what did I say? At the end of my 41 centimeters. And then I'll see you and we'll join up there. Remember, At the bottom of the screen somewhere there's a subscribe button. Please do subscribe, which means that you will get all future updates and new videos being released. So please do remember to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.